A drive to left field. Back and gone!
Ryan Jeffers, what a moment for him. Did not appear as though things would play out that way. So we'll take it back to the first batter of the game. Marcus Semien homers off Pablo Lopez. Tough start tonight for Pablo. He'd been rolling, but ran into trouble. But the Twins fought their way back. The Twins homered their way back. Kyle Farmer with, I think I saw that was the longest homer of his career. Michael A. Taylor with 2 home runs. He now has tied his career high with 19 homers with 2 today. Michael A. Taylor, hats off to him. It was tough. The Twins they hit a bunch of solo home runs, and they struggled and they fought and they played with a lot of emotion tonight. Royce Lewis had a monster game, and this was a laser, 114 miles per hour off the bat for the exit velocity for Royce Lewis. We'll look at his line a bit later, but a guy is a rookie who's, I really think, an emotional leader of this team, firing the guys up. Even the coaching staff got in on this one. David Popkins, the hitting coach, got thrown out for arguing balls and strikes. That wasn't Polanco getting tossed. That was Popkins getting tossed. I love it. These guys getting into it, getting emotional. Carlos Correa, man, this team, how many games have they lost because they haven't had a guy come through in a big situation? And Correa, obviously the big money guy, he's got to be doing this more often, but that was great to see. And then Jeffers, who's been there all year, this has been the guy having a tremendous season. Love this moment for him, especially at home where he can feel the love. Go ahead, home run. You can see with a big smile on his face. This guy, he enjoys himself. He lives for the moment. He loves the game out there. So that was so much fun. And then speaking of emotion, Griffin Jax comes in for the save. And he is fired up. It looks like he could run through a brick wall right there. So again, Pablo Lopez really got beat around, and he had been just on fire coming into this one. But that Texas lineup is legit, which makes what Josh Winder did all the more impressive. The Twins used so much of their bullpen in that extra innings game at Milwaukee. Winder comes in and throws 3 no-hit innings, neutralizing that impressive Rangers lineup to get to Jax because Duran had pitched 2 innings the day before, or in 2 innings. So, wow. Some unsung guys really coming through in this one for the Twins. And that Jeffers hit, they were 0 for 7 with runners in scoring position. All those home runs were great, but they were 0 for 7 with runners in scoring position up until that Jeffers home run. Pinch hit home run, oh, by the way. Tremendous. And this was against the left-handed starter that they did some damage on. So a great win for the Twins to open this series against the Rangers. Loved the energy and emotion from that game. Moving on over to the minor leagues, starting with the Saints and DaShawn Keirsey Jr. in a big spot here, 2 on, 2 outs for his first AAA home run. So congratulations to DaShawn Keirsey Jr. on that. Again, giving the Saints a big lead. They won. The Twins won. Everybody won tonight. It was a sweep. So a great night across the entire system. So again, that was DaShawn Keirsey Jr. Moving to AA. Jaylen Nowlin has been really good since joining the Wind Surge. He went 5 2/3 innings tonight, only gave up 1 run, and it was unearned. So a great start from him. He now has a 1.57 ERA in 5 games since joining Wichita. We've seen some guys struggle with that jump up to AA, especially pitchers this year. 19th round pick from 2021, Jaylen Nowlin. Over to Cedar Rapids, and Andrew Cossetti has done it again. His 7th home run with Cedar Rapids, his 13th on the season. He really has barely skipped a beat since getting called up from Fort Myers. Another late-round guy, 11th round pick from last year's draft, 2022. That was, again, his 13th home run. He has a 975 OPS. Maybe going to be the Twins minor league hitter of the year in the minor leagues this year, potentially. There you saw it was a clean sweep. And along with Cossetti homering, Carson McCusker homered twice for the Colonels, and Noah Miller homered and tripled for the Colonels. So it was a big night for their lineup. See, Danny DeAndrade homered. The Mighty Muscles won a game 2-1 in which they only had 2 hits. Pretty crazy to pull that off. On over to the starting pitchers from this evening. Again, there's Jaylen Nowlin's line. He had a great start. Corey Lewis struggled a bit tonight. Did strike out 7, though. And Miguel Angel Boadas is a guy I want to mention because I think somebody challenged in the comments, challenged me to try to pronounce his name one of the last times he started. So Brent Hedrick struck out 6 for the Saints. He's still kind of in between being stretched out and not. But anyway, thanks so much for checking this one out. Here are all the premium members. Thanks to all the channel members for sponsoring this. If you're interested, it's about $2 a month. And there's a link down in the description. You get an extra video from me each week. Excuse me. We gotta shut the doors on this one. Close up shop. We'll talk again soon.